Hello, third graders. Welcome back to math today. For math, you will need your math journal. We are starting on page 15 today. You will need a pencil. You will also need your whiteboards that were in the pickup from last time. And you will also need a piece of paper. Could be a piece of notebook paper, could be a piece of copy paper. So pause the video if you need to grab those things, and then hit resume when you're ready to go. The first thing I want you to do today is at the top of page 15, look at the math message and follow along with me. It says, solve, include sketches to show your thinking. Ellie bought 3 packs of stickers. There are 6 stickers in each pack. How many stickers did Ellie buy in all? Okay, so I like to underline important information. So we have 3 packs of stickers, and there are 6 stickers in each pack. What I want you to do is solve. So here's where you put your answer. Here's where you put your equation, your number model, to show how you solved it. And then here, there's some space where it said include sketches to show your thinking. So draw a picture. So I want you to pause the video while you are working through just this math message part. Do not go past this blue line yet. So pause the video until you have completed it. When you've completed it, you can hit resume. Okay, you should have the math message part completed with your answer and number model filled out and some pictures as well. I want us to talk about some different ways that we could solve this problem. And I'm going to use my whiteboard to go over some possibilities with you guys. So what we have here are a variety of ways we could have solved it. So maybe you drew some pictures that looked like this, because I have 6 stickers in a pack, so then I just put a box like there's 1 pack, 2 packs. Each pack has 6 stickers. So that's one way you could have drawn a picture or something similar. Maybe you wrote the number 6 3 times to help you. Maybe you drew an array where you have 6 dots and 3 rows of them. Maybe you just did a simple addition problem, 6 plus 6 plus 6, since you have 3 packs of 6 there. Our answer for this problem was 18. There are 18 stickers in all. The thing I want to make sure we remember today is that we are talking about equal groups. So you can see in all of these groups, they share the same amount. Each one of these boxes has exactly 6. Each of these circles has 6. Each of these rows have 6 dots in them. So we're talking about equal groups today. And one way that can help make equal groups go faster is to multiply. So maybe some of you wrote an addition number model like this. That's great. Another way we could write this with multiplication is 3 times 6 equals 18. So we're going to keep practicing some of these ways and talk about some different strategies today as well. I'm going to erase this just a moment. Before we get too much into it, I want us to make sure that we know what this X means. It's not an X. This means multiply. So whenever you see this in an equation, it is multiply. Sometimes when we say it, we say times. So 3 times 6 equals 18. But what this means is that 3 times 6 means we have 3 equal groups of 6, because multiplication deals with equal groups. Let's look at number 1. Okay, the directions are the same. Solve includes sketches to show your thinking. Max keeps his baseballs in a rectangular box. The box fits 4 rows of baseballs with 5 balls in each row. How many baseballs can Max fit into his box? Okay, so I want to underline 4 rows of baseballs, and there are 5 balls in each row. I think that's important information that we should underline. I want us to think of a way we could draw this. So maybe I draw an array. There are 4 rows. I said 4 rows, and there are 5 in each row. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I just fill in the rest of my rows. Okay, so there's an easy sketch to show our thinking. Again, this is called an array. So, what did I just do? Well, I have 4 rows with 5 in each row. So if I wanted to create a number model, there are 2 ways I could do that. I could do addition or multiplication. So I'm going to write down both. So what we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 4 rows. So I need to add 5 4 times. Another way I could write that is I have 4 rows of 5, 4 times 5. And both of those give me the same answer. If I count out all my dots, it gives me 20. So how many baseballs does he have? Can he fit? 20. So again, making arrays are an easy way we can quickly show the numbers for equal groups. So let's look at number 2. For other number stories, draw sketches to show your solutions and write number models. So maybe I write that there are 6 bicycles and each bike has 2 wheels. So how many wheels are there? What would I write? What multiplication could I use? My numbers are already there. I would write 6 times 2. And what is 6 times 2? It is 12. And again, I could draw a picture where I have an array with 6 with 2, I could just do like 2 6 times to represent each bike having 2 wheels. There are a variety of ways. Maybe another one could be that I have 5 rows of cars. Okay, so I'm in a parking lot. There are 5 rows of cars. There are 5 cars in each row. And remember, if you need to pause a moment at any time, just hit the pause button on the video and catch up and resume when you're ready again. So if I have 5 rows of cars and there are 5 cars in each row, how many cars are there? So again, I could draw an array of 5, so I have 5 rows, and there are 5 cars in each row. It's one way. What is my number model? Well, I could do 5 times 5, because that's my 5 groups. 5 groups of 5. I could also do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That would get me the same answer as well, but multiplication is hopefully going to make us faster with solving as well, and it's a little less writing. So let's look. We've got 5 times 5 is 25. What I would like you to do next is to get your piece of paper out that I said to have ready. And I want us to fill out, we're going to create a little helpful guide for us that you can keep in your binder to help remind you about these things. And at the top of it, I want you to write fact, strategy, wall, and then underline it. And at any point, you can pause the video to catch up with the writing. I use some different colors on my fact, strategy, wall. You can use whatever colors you would like, or just use pencil. So the next thing I want you to write under fact, strategy, wall is strategies for equal groups problems, because that's what we've been working on today. Strategies for equal groups problems. So different ways you could draw or show equal groups. The first strategy I want us to remember we can do is groups. So notice, like, I have 5 groups of 2. There are 2 dots in each group. So I can draw equal groups like that. That's one way. So again, I would like you to write the word and then draw the example next to it, because it's good to have a visual. The next strategy I want us to remember that we can do to show equal groups is an array. So here's one example of an array. It's putting dots in columns and rows. Now I want you to remember that rows are the ones that go across. So if I draw another example here of an array, this is a row, okay? And then columns, columns go up and down. So here's an example of a column, okay? Just like a column on a building. So again, if you need more time, you can hit pause to catch up. Another way I can show equal groups is addition. So again, all of these show the same amounts, but just in different ways. So addition is another way I can show equal groups. And another way you can show equal groups is with skip counting. So in this case, I'd be counting by 2s 5 times. So again, this paper is going to be very helpful. I want you to keep it in your binder so you can take it out when we need it. And we will use this later on in future lessons as well. When you're done filling this out, just put it to the side and turn to page 16. This is something you are going to do on your own, but I want to show you how. Okay? Choose a number sentence from the bank. So here's our number sentence bank. Tell a number story to match your number sentence. So I'm going to give you an example of one that's not on here. Okay? So you're going to pick a number sentence that you want to do and just circle it and write it here. Okay? So say I wanted to pick one. Say the number sentence that I chose from the bank was 2 times 3 equals 6. This is not one that's on the number sentence bank, but I want to use it as an example so you feel confident continuing on page 16. Okay, so I wrote it down. Then write a number story to match your number sentence, and then draw a picture of your story. So this is where you get to create your own word problem, okay? So maybe since I have 2 cats, I'm going to use that for my 2. I have 2 cats, okay? Then I need to somehow incorporate the 3 equal groups. So maybe I say each cat has 3 toys. And then I need to include my question. How many toys do they have in all? Okay, so that would be my example, and I would write it right here, and then I would draw a picture to show that story. So you need to pick a number sentence from the bank, circle it, write it here, and then create a picture that shows it and your number story here. Okay, so that is what you are doing on page 16. And then there are math box practice boxes on page 17. And when you're done with that, you can complete today's home link and submit it to Google Classroom. See you guys later.